Well, the weather isn't getting better, but the quality of the videos are. How y'all doing? I just switched to the iPhone 11. Loving it so far. This was the last phone I was using. Is the Galaxy Note 9. And it's got the dual camera thing going in the back, but it also has the finger logo here, which I think made it very debris filled. And the front camera, you can see, it's got a crack right in front of it. So that's why it always looked bad, in my opinion. Because if I'm in the same position here, you can't see the light that's coming down right here. I'm back to this phone. You can see like a massive reflection. It's almost like my skin's glistening. Figured I'd give y'all an update video. It's currently 7 o'clock in the morning right now. That's why I sound like death. We're gonna start this off in the cliche way that I've started pretty much all these videos off with. It's a good old cleaning the room session because I'm terrible at it. Do I know what today is gonna be? No. I wanted to just give y'all an update video. I don't want to just be the person who was like, hey, I'm gonna start this YouTube channel and then didn't put the effort back into it just because there's something going on. Which, granted, that's a really big thing, especially for me, because like I said in the last video, I want to be an outdoor channel, but you know, I also don't want to risk it. I've already smoked. I already have lung problems. If I catch that, it's probably gonna be 10 times worse. So I don't want to deal with it. I feel like my point is justified there. So what today is gonna be? Good old cleaning the room session. I'm probably gonna re-break down the bike because the same thing that happened in the last video where I took apart the bike is starting to happen again. And I added Loctite to the back rim and the hub. It keeps backing up on itself. Like the nut that holds in the hub keeps backing out on itself. I don't know why. So that's today's mission. And we'll go through I'm going to go through the entirety of the bike today. I'm going to take apart cranks. I'm going to take apart the front rim, the back rim, the headset, the fucking seat. I'm probably going to take off the tires because I got to flip them because the back tire is starting to lose tread. So figured it's time. So that's today's current mission. I don't know if it's going to be all the mission, but that's the current mission. So let's start with the whole cleaning of the room thing so we can actually work on the bike. That sounds like a good idea, right? So that was not as hard as I was expecting. I didn't expect it to be hard. I didn't know why I said it like that. Let's start with the whole, you know, bike disassembling part, because that's going to take a second. Yeah, let's do that. this is what we got. We got our 2 rims here. We got both of our crank assemblies here. We're gonna clean that off. We're gonna make sure those bearings are good. These bearings are good. I know those are, because those haven't been making noise. I'm gonna clean off all this stuff because you can see just like the gunk. I'm gonna start with that first, and then we will move from there, because cleaning's the most important part right now, and then we'll move from there. Okay, so now everything's clean. I even decided to do the rims for some reason. I looked over my hub again. It's not backing out, so I'm not going to fix what isn't broken. Now I took off the tires because I have to flip them. The tread on this tire, right? It's a little slippery on top compared to this tire, which you could probably see. There's like grooves. More grooves on this side, so I'm going to switch this to my front tire. I'm going to switch this to my back tire and put the slipperier one on my front, because I like a slipperier front tire anyway. They're still good tires, so I'm not going to throw them away. Let's throw on some tires. So what I normally like to do when I put back tires is, see this little cap, this little stem, this little stem. I normally like to put a cap on this, but I don't have a cap today, so I'm doing it the much harder way, which is just putting both beads on at the same time. So you can see that. One bead on. Well, both beads, but you know, another tire, so I call it 2 beads. Another one on. So let's start assembling headset next. Seems like a good idea in my book. Headset's really fun for me, to be honest, because you don't really have to know much to do it. First thing you do want to look at first before you reassemble your headset, if you are reassembling, making sure your forks are straight. This is the prime example of straight forks. Chromoly steel, people, learn to use it. If you're biking, I don't know why you ain't using chromoly, unless you have like those $17,000 bikes that are like made out of fucking carbon fiber. I don't see the point of getting that for a BMX bike though, so I don't plan on getting that. I get like weight efficiency, but that's not even the fucking problem. Like this bike probably weighs like 25 pounds altogether, so I don't think I have the lightest bike in the world, you know? It still works though. It's all depending on the rider. I should have probably explained this. So there's a little, this is just a tap cap. This is really not just like a dust shield. You have 2 bearings that I actually already had in here. And then you have this spacer. I have this spacer because this will center. See how it's coned? It will center out the forks. A lot of fucking BMXers who are, if you're on this channel will know that, but if you're new and you don't know what a headset is, that's what a headset is. Well, a headset spacer. Because they're definitely useful. So that's it for that. Now we're gonna put on the stem. So this is the cap I'm about to put on. And I'm just using Loctite, just normal Loctite. I don't know. I don't use any specific stuff. And I try to keep it to like that for everything. As much as it's like nothing, it's plenty. So next we gotta put in, let's put in cranks, because that seems to make more sense. Cranks are easy, in my opinion, because I don't know. I've done this for so long though, so maybe it's just everything's easy to me. So you got your 3-piece here. You got your 3-piece. This is a 3-piece. This is an individual spindle. 8 drive spindle, which I do want to get a better one because I know the more of those grooves, the more power, the more speed, a lot of stuff like that. And I have a left-hand drive sprocket and wheel set. And you'll notice I'm only tightening one side because I never used this side of the sprocket, I mean the crank, to loosen it. So that I know that bolt is perfect where it is. I'm gonna put on the bars now. Try to not let that happen. Pinch bolts, which I didn't put Loctite on these because there's no need. These are the last bolts to die normally, so what I mean by that is the top will strip before these. That's what I've noticed. So yeah, we're just throwing on chain now. And that's pretty much it. And it's not even 9 o'clock yet, so this is great. So I always put my heels on the rear of the seat just to give me a good anchor point. And normally I'd stick this into the tire well and push, but since there's no air in the tire, I'm not going to do that today. So I'll always start with this side first. At least get it half tightened, and then you can start working on this side. I like a tighter chain just because I like full power, but to each his own. Cool. We're good. Just to give a good, nice ride feel. At 60 for both tires. Whew. Just that little bit of what you saw was an hour of my time. So I didn't expect that to happen. If you like the iPhone better though, or the Note, let me know in the comments below. Hit the like button if you liked what you saw. Hit subscribe if you like what you saw. There will be a lot more of this coming, especially bike content like that, because the motorcycles don't seem to be happening right now. So till then, guys, I will see you later. Thank you for joining me on this little journey. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe.